Hello to all of you. Thank you for being here today for our new Bacchus demonstration. First, a brief reminder about Vitibot. Vitibot is a French company created in 2016 around designing and producing Bacchus, a fully electric and autonomous straddling robot. Our head office is based in Reims, and we also have offices in Bordeaux. Our mechanical, electronic, and computer design offices are located at the head office, as well as our sales and marketing force, production, after-sales service, and administration. As indicated, the production of our machines is done in Reims, in the Champagne region, in a 4,000 square meter factory. We design a substantial portion of our components, such as our electronic cards, machining, 3D printing, and many others. In all, nearly 45 employees work every day to ensure the success of Bacchus, including some 30 engineers. I would like to take this opportunity to point out that we are currently recruiting a very large number of profiles in all sectors. We are going to present you again, Bacchus, our vineyard straddling robot. As you can see, Bacchus is available in two versions, a Model S for narrow vines and a Model L for semi-wide growing vines. Our robots can be equipped with a wide range of soil working tools, which can be easily mounted to our central tool holder pole located between the robot's wheels. You can mount mechanical tools such as crest fingers, plows, plowshares, rotary star tillers, simple disc harrows. Vitibot also designs electric tools such as intervines, mounted in 4 intervines here, and crush mower. We will come back to the tools in more detail later. With a very robust design, the robot is made of 83% French materials. With its elegant design, Bacchus is nevertheless equipped with a multitude of safety features, such as remote emergency stops distributed all around the machine, underbody sensors, visual and audible warnings, as well as bumpers at the front and rear of each wheel. As with any electric machine, a recharge socket is perfectly integrated at the back of the machine. Still, in terms of safety, you will find at the front of the machine human detection cameras, allowing us to see the environment of the robot remotely. Let's now take some time to study this L model, equipped exclusively with mechanical tools in this part of the video, always on the central tool pole. You can now see a new feature in 2021, namely the depth wheel. Indeed, our tool pole can now be configured as a floating or fixed pole according to your needs at any time. The structure of the robots remains essentially the same between the two models. You will find light signals at the front and at the back, all the safety elements, the modular block in the center, here with the tool holder plate, but which can also accommodate the sprayer, the trimmer, and other tools in development, all on the same robot. We designed the machine to be as modular as possible. Only one person is needed to switch the robot modules and allow you to do your work all year round. As for the S model, the safety elements are well present, like cameras, emergency stop buttons, wheel bumpers, and underbody sensors. You can also see here the full electric propulsion motors, allowing great power and maneuverability to the robot. We will talk about that later in the video. Now, let's go to the manipulation of the robot. It is very simple. A simple command smartphone allows you to control the robot and its tools remotely. You can manipulate it very easily with sliders to make it move forward, backward, turn right or left, or move crabwise. Thanks to its 4 directional and driving wheels, the robot can also turn on its axis, in particular to make its U-turns in a very fluid way in a reduced space. The headland space is only 4 meters. Vitibot will train your operators on how to use the robot and will help you to get the most out of your machine. We have designed the robot to be as easy as possible to handle. Now, let's get to all the possibilities of the Bacchus robot. Bacchus is capable of crossing slopes of 45% and plots with a 25% side slope. The autonomy of the machine is 10 to 12 hours, depending on your working conditions and the tools used. A big question that we are regularly asked is the impact of our electric tools, such as spraying, trimming, or intervines, on the autonomy of the machine. The various tests carried out so far show that the autonomy is only slightly impacted by the tooling and that the robot can work over a long period of time. Being able to manipulate the robot with a control smartphone also allows the operator to be alerted repeatedly of a low battery. The robot will, in any case, stop itself to keep the battery sufficient to load it on the trailer for transport to the charging site. Speaking of charging, we offer several types of chargers. A slow charger for a complete charge in 8 hours. A fast charger for a complete charge in 2 hours. Only the fast charger requires, for the facilities not equipped, the installation of a 3-phase outlet. All the soil work is done with the central tool holder pole of Bacchus. This allows you to mount mechanical tools, your mechanical tools coupled or not with our innovative electric tools. Here you can see, for example, the impressive work of the Vineyards Plowshare in the Vines of Bordeaux. We can clearly see the before and after the passage of Bacchus. The great strength of Vidibot lies in the fact that it offers a very complete guide for the assembly of your tools, with or without the electric tools of our design. You are not on your own with your robot, but are part of a community of users that we accompany every day in the transition to sustainable viticulture. We can't remind you enough, but Bacchus is 100% electric and 100% autonomous in its movements. Now, we are going to see a fully autonomous U-turn. The tool-carrying boom will be raised. The robot will make its U-turn according to the plot's headland constraints, then go back to the row after lowering its tool-carrying boom again. Concerning the spraying, the jets are automatically cut off during the U-turn, but the spray mixture continues to be stirred. For the trimming machine, the knives are automatically switched off during the half-turn and then started again at the row entrance. This is the strength of our tools. They are perfectly designed and adapted to an autonomous machine like Bacchus. Another particularity of Bacchus, it can, as in the video example, cross areas between two plots. The tools will automatically lift or cut themselves off. The robot will cross the zone in complete safety and then start working again. Let's go back to the basics of wine robotics. More concretely, how do we make the transition on your estate to the acquisition of a Bacchus robot? First of all, we make a study of the parcels of land on your domain. If the implementation of a robot is feasible, then we usually come and do a demonstration at your plots. Once the machine has been purchased and delivered, we provide a 2-day training course where you will learn about the machine and its tools and all the safety aspects for optimal use of Bacchus. In parallel to these steps, a mapping of the plots of land where Bacchus will be installed will be carried out. Thanks to the precision of the RTK GPS, your robot will move with a centimetric precision in your rows of vines. And that's it. Your robot will be ready to cover hundreds of hectares on your farm. You will be accompanied by our customer service throughout your Vidibot adventure, and we'll talk about that a little later. As Bacchus begins his U-turn, let's talk about the legal aspects of having a robot in your vineyard. Indeed, the law currently imposes the presence of an operator to supervise one or several robots. So for now, we equip each operator with a remote emergency stop, allowing him to stop the machine at any time. This is in addition to all the safety features that Bacchus has. Of course, the operator has the possibility to perform tasks in parallel to this supervision. He can do pruning, trellising, checking the work of Bacchus, readjusting his tools, and so on. We are, of course, working to make these legislations evolve to allow Bacchus to be fully autonomous in the long run. We are nearing the end of this demonstration. To summarize, Vidibot offers one machine declined in 2 versions, designed to carry out most of the work in the vineyard, such as soil cultivation, trimming, spraying, and many other tasks under study. All this in a totally electric way and autonomous in its work. Thanks to an autonomy of 10 to 12 hours, to a maneuverability and a power unequaled in wine robotics, to a modularity and precise control of the tools, Bacchus is an ideal companion for your operation, responding to the major challenges of viticulture with an hourly cost of operation of about €1, an improvement of the CSR of your operation, and the increase of the safety of the operators, not being exposed anymore to the products of treatment, to the risks of overturning, and to the TMS. Another positive point, silence. An electric machine and electric tools represent a much appreciated quality of work and sound comfort. We invite you to consult our videos on social networks and, in particular, the last one concerning the spraying. You will discover a very quiet tool. Let's continue with soil compaction. Our models are about 2 tons. The weight distribution, coupled with very low pressure tires, 0.9 bars, and a good ground surface, allow a very reduced soil compaction, so we preserve your vines, the soil, and the biodiversity. What are the advantages of switching to electric tools? Our tools are perfectly suited to Bacchus. They are fully customizable via the Control smartphone, have unmatched precision, proven workmanship, and are smart. They allow the feedback of information to the operator, to our design office, and to our customer service, such as missing, uprooted, or diseased vines, and a report of the work done, for example. All this without any major impact on the Bacchus autonomy. Many other tools will be developed in the next few months so that Bacchus becomes the world reference in vines robotics and can work all year long. Let's conclude this demonstration with what we propose to accompany you in your transition to sustainable viticulture. Our customer service is the heart of our partnership. From the realization of the maps of your parcels via the cartography, complete monitoring of the Bacchus robot fleet around the world, and therefore of your machine in real time, the remote control of your robot for a possible repair, or to review the environment through the cameras, the training of your operators, and the special relationship with each of them and with you, follow-up of the fleet, remote updating of the robots, annual maintenance of the machines, monitoring of the work done, hotline and remote or on-site troubleshooting as needed. You will be dealing with a team of dedicated professionals who know your machine inside out. To conclude, Vitibot is 35 robots throughout France and Italy, and soon all over the world. So join us and contribute to the advent of wine robotics. Thank you for your attention. And now it's time for questions.